Okay, so today we're gonna dive into something pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're looking at the Zeta Plus mobile suit,
Nice.
and we've got what looks like a technical manual. It's got
Okay.
specs, it's got development details.
Okay.
It's almost like an engineer's notes.
I see.
But what's interesting is sort of hidden within all the numbers
Mm-hmm.
are all these glimpses into how these suits were actually used.
Well, that's kind of the exciting thing about this particular source.
Yeah.
It really gives us both sides of the coin. It's like
Right.
we've got the blueprint and then we've also got the battle log.
Yeah, exactly.
In one.
So maybe we can start with the basics here.
Okay.
So we've got two main models.
Right.
We've got the Zeta Plus A1, which is our atmospheric combat model.
Uh-huh.
And then we've got the Zeta Plus C1, which is built for space.
Okay.
And these things are huge.
Oh, yeah.
These things are almost 20 meters tall.
Yeah.
It's like a 5-story building.
I mean, you got to, you're walking down the street and you see this thing coming at you.
Oh, my gosh.
It's got to be terrifying.
Absolutely. And, of course, it's Anaheim Electronics
Of course.
that are behind this.
Right. They're kind of like the Boeing of the Gundam universe.
Yeah.
They build everything from, the grunt suits
Yeah.
all the way up to the really fancy ones,
Yes.
prototypes and everything.
So let's look at the A1.
Okay.
The A1 weighs in at 68 tons.
Uh-huh.
It's got beam cannons.
Right.
It's got beam sabers.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the beam rifle.
Yep. All the classics.
But then the C1.
Yes.
C1's a little bit different.
Now the C,
This one is designed for space.
it steps it up a notch.
You mentioned that it has a 50 megawatt beam smart gun.
Oh, yeah. Now this isn't just,
Right.
a big number for the sake of it.
Right.
I mean, this really reflects a change in thinking,
Okay.
about how mobile suits are going to be used. We're moving towards these longer range engagements.
Right.
And to make those count,
Yeah.
it's also got this disc radome
Uh-huh.
that extends its sensor range out to 21,000 meters.
Wow.
I mean, talk about hitting a target from afar.
Now, I noticed something interesting in the manual here.
Yeah.
It mentioned something about
Yeah.
propellant tanks for
Well,
lunar operations.
Right.
Now, wasn't the Zeta Gundam already capable of atmospheric flight?
Right.
What was the advantage here?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the Zeta Gundam could do atmospheric flight, no problem.
Right.
But the C1 with these propellant tanks,
Yeah.
it can basically act as a lunar shuttle.
Really?
And it can go to the moon.
Wow.
It can come back from the moon.
Huh.
So it's really not just about the flight capability.
Okay.
It's about how far it can go.
It's about that operational range.
Exactly.
Okay, so we have a sense of the hardware here.
Yeah.
But where did these things actually see action? I mean, you mentioned in your notes
Right.
that they were used by groups like Caraba.
Right. Well, Karabal was one of the first to
Oh, good.
really field the Zeta Plus.
Okay.
They were fighting for Earth's autonomy
Right.
against the Earth Federation.
Yeah.
And these suits really gave them an edge.
Interesting. And it also saw action with Task Force Alpha
Yes, absolutely.
operating for the Pegasus III.
Right. The Pegasus III had 2 C1 units under its command.
Interesting. Looking through this manual,
Yeah.
one thing that really jumped out at me
Oh, yeah.
was that there was an orange and white A1
Oh, wow.
piloted by Amuro Ray.
I mean,
Yeah.
I never knew that. Just imagine Amuro Ray in his signature colors
Yeah.
piloting this A1,
Wow.
leading the charge
Yeah.
against, who knows what.
It really makes you think about what those 2 C1 units
Oh, yeah.
on the Pegasus III
Right.
must have gone through.
What kind of missions were they on?
Yeah. you get
They're
some-
right on the front lines.
I mean, this was a conflict that could have decided the fate of Earth.
Absolutely high stakes.
Now, in addition to the A1 and the C1,
Yeah.
we've also got some pretty interesting variants.
Oh, we do.
There's the Hummingbird.
Yes.
Now, this one was designed for lightning-fast raids.
Right. And get this, it's equipped with 4 booster packs,
Really?
borrowed from the Extraordinary Superior Gundam.
Okay, so they're really pushing the envelope here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're taking these parts.
Yeah.
They're mixing and matching,
Yeah.
seeing what they can come up with.
And then there's the variant with the hyper mega cannon
Oh, yeah.
mounted on its head.
Talk about firepower.
Yeah.
I mean, that's putting all your eggs in one basket.
Right. But, I mean, you got to think that Anaheim Electronics
Yeah.
was really trying to...
They were trying to push the boundaries of
Yeah.
what this thing could do.
Exactly.
I mean, it really shows their design philosophy, this idea of modular design. You
Yeah.
can modify it.
Right.
You can adapt it.
Meet different needs.
Exactly. Meet the needs of the mission.
But as with anything,
Yeah,
time marches on.
that's true.
And we see that with the Zeta
Okay.
Plus in
Yeah.
Gundam Unicorn.
Right.
Sadly, those units met their match.
Well, they ran into the TriStars
Right.
from Lendobel.
And the TriStars.
I mean, these guys were known for their piloting,
right.
and they had some pretty advanced mobile suits of their own.
I mean, it really shows you how technology changes.
It does.
I mean, what was once cutting edge
Right.
eventually becomes obsolete.
Well, you get new threats.
Yeah.
You get new tactics.
You got to adapt.
You have to.
So what do we learn here?
Well, we started with the specs.
Yeah.
We looked at the blueprints.
Yeah.
We saw where it was deployed.
Yeah.
We even got a glimpse of its eventual fate.
And I think what's really interesting is
Yeah.
that despite its decline,
Hmm.
the Zeta Plus represents this crucial link
Yeah.
between the Zeta Gundam
Right.
and the mobile suits that came after it.
Mm.
I mean, it really shows you
Well.
the advances in transformation technology,
Right.
the changes in weaponry,
Yeah.
the new ways of thinking about flexibility.
It really paves the way for the future.
It does.
So that leads us to a question for you, the listener.
Okay.
What other technological leaps did the Zeta Plus inspire? And what does its story tell us
Yeah.
about this ever-changing landscape of warfare
Right.
in the universal century?
Good question.
Keep those in mind
Yeah,
as you continue to explore the world of Gundam.
absolutely.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.